Greetings, beautiful relics, and here we are picking up where we left off for part 7 of our Dragon Age Origins walkthrough. So let's get going. I did not notice the last part, but we actually leveled up, so we're gonna do that real quick. Looks like our strength is slowly getting up there. Our cunning is doing pretty good. Let's go ahead and put that at 20. And let's do... yeah, let's do... I don't know. Hold on. No, let's do cunning. I think that'd be good. We can level up some skills. I would like to level up our... Is it this? Our trap. Not our trap. Our, lockpicking. But... I don't know. I'm only gonna do one. Herbalism would be good.
2,000 years later.
I don't know. Why is this so hard? This has always been like the hardest thing for me in any game that I play. Like I used to play Age of Conan, the MMO, and I love that game so much. But I was terrible at doing feat trees and everything like that, and I still am, because I just want to have all the skills. And that even falls down into my my Dungeons and Dragons. Just want all the skills, all the abilities, everything maxed out. Except for like a handful of things, because otherwise it's not interesting when you can do everything. Okay, so we are going to do... We're going to do coercion. That word. And this is where we can do the lockpicking, but we can't do that at the moment. Strike, combat, movement, stealth, archery. So... yes, let's do that. Okay. Goodness gracious. Took forever. Okay. Okay. Alistair.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure.
This
doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not? If you know what is good for you, I suppose you should. Well, we cannot have all the Grey Wardens dying at once, can we? Someone has to deal with these dark spawn.
Yeah.
It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
But we were fighting the dark spawn. The king had nearly defeated them. Why would Loghain do this?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The archdemon. The throne? He's the Queen's father. Still, I can't see how he'll get away with murder.
You speak as if he would be the first king to gain his throne that
Oh,
way.
that's right.
Grow up, boy.
The
If
king.
Al-Eamon knew what he did, he would never stand for it. The Landsmeet would
No,
never stand
we're
for
good.
it. There would be civil war.
I, for some reason, thought he was related to the king outside of marriage, like he was their uncle or something, but no, was the king's father-in-law. That makes more sense. Okay.
I suppose. Al-Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle.
Oh, that,
I
okay.
know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of
He's
course,
the related
we
one.
could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
You could wait for the Archdemon to make its appearance. I imagine that might be convincing.
It's been centuries since the last Blight. Nobody will take it seriously until it's too late.
Isn't that just like everything else? Let's see. It's been centuries.
I don't know how to contact them, or if they're even on their way. We need to do something now.
You have more at your disposal than you think.
Of course! The treaties! Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Al-Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and
Well,
build an army?
You're so sarcastic. I love it. Like, okay, let's let the little kids figure this out. 2 + 2 = 4. Oh, look at that. Good job. Oh, that's funny. Okay. What am I responding to? Build an army. Yeah, that's what we do.
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
That we already were. We're going, old woman. Don't push us. That's funny. Yeah, thank you.
No, thank you. You are the Grey Wardens here, not I. Now, before you go, there is yet one more thing I can offer you.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears. Her magic will be useful. Even better, she knows the wilds and how to get past the Horde.
Have I no say in this?
No.
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Sounds good.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
I understand.
And you, Wardens. Do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
Yes, we must succeed.
Allow me to get my things, if you please. I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
You will regret saying that.
Dear sweet mother, you are so kind to cast me out like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Well, I always said if you want something done, do it yourself. Or hear about it for a decade or two afterwards.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so?
Yes, we're gonna take her along because her mother said so, and her mother saved our lives, Alistair.
I guess you're right. The Grey Wardens have always taken allies where they could find them.
I am so pleased to have your approval.
I'm so sad, Alistair.
I may have answers. Ask.
Um,
From time to time, I have been to the village I mentioned, watched its people, and pondered what curious beings they are. On occasion, I purchased goods from the village merchants. There I spoke with men a little. There they stared and knew me as an outsider. Mother wishes for me to expand the horizon of my experience beyond the wilds. Even she was not born here. What I want is to see mountains. I wish to witness the ocean and step into its waters. I want to experience a city rather than see it in my mind. So, yes, this is what I want. Actually, leaving is harder than I thought, however. Perhaps Mother is right. It must simply be done quickly.
I just have to say, like, the first time playing this game, I never took much thought into what Morgan just said right there. But, like, I can relate being someone, like, raised in a small town, inland, and not being able to, like, see the ocean and stuff like that, which actually I got to see just a couple weeks ago, because went and visited my bestie in Alaska, and we went on a boat tour and got to see animals. Like, the sea otters are my absolute favorite. They're like the cutest things in the world, and if I could properly raise one, I would love to have a sea otter or a river otter. Just an otter in general. They're adorable and they're playful and all this stuff. Like, they're just such amazing creatures. Anyway, I just now relate to what Morgan said there, and it was kind of interesting. Okay, moving on.
'Tis a small place of little consequence called Lothering. No more than a stop along your imperial highway where travelers purchase goods from local farms and smiths. I would go more often were it not for the town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
A chantry? And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch?
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing. I mention it for its tavern, where travelers gather with news from other places. 'Tis small enough that our appearance might go unnoticed. Beyond that, 'tis close, and I know the way. 'Twas she who raised me, and thus I consider her my mother, born from her womb or not. 'Tis what you meant, yes? Young, married, pregnant? Who said she was any of these things? I certainly did not. I know a few spells, though I am nowhere near as powerful as Mother. I have also studied history and your Grey Warden treaties.
Can you cook?
I can cook, yes.
Right, my cooking will kill us. That's all I meant.
I also know at least 15 different poisons that grow right here in this marsh. Not that I would suggest 'tis at all related to cooking. The real question is how we are going to get your friend past the Darkspawn, is it not?
That's true. We can sense the Darkspawn. Conversely, they can sense us. You won't right away. No. It takes time. We should be able to sneak past smaller groups, but larger ones, or particularly intelligent darkspawn, will always detect us.
Mother has given me something else for them to smell instead as we pass by. 'Tis important we head out of the wilds, however, not farther in. They come from underground, like an eruption. They broke through deep within the forest, and that is where they will be most concentrated. Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Such a nice mom. Oh look, they both approve of me. No wonder I strive to get people's approvals, because that's what video games have taught me. It's so bad. You know, let's do that one. Sure. Cool, so everyone's leveled up. Let's save. Good old saving. Get moving. This way. Past the headless statue. Oh. To Lothering. I like how they do the travel in this game. It's kind of neat. Kind of beats running everywhere. Denim.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them.
Good
We
thing his
must
daughter
defeat
doesn't
this
look anything like
darkspawn
him.
incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Honora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Yeah, call him out on it.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Banon will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this.
Good man.
I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Van Tegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Van Tegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, Your Majesty?
So excited about what's about to happen. There's Arlo. Buddy?
Cursed creatures! This should be easy enough.
Don't kill my dog. Oh, why did I run in here? Yes, I'm in the middle of it all. Get back here. You keep beating on me. Haha. Hi, Arlo.
I think he was out there looking for you. He's chosen you. Mabari are like that. They call it imprinting.
Does this mean we're going to have this mangy beast following us about now?
Yeah,
Wonderful.
He's not mangy.
he's adorable. Yeah. Arlo. Oh, not Arlos. Arlo. Yay. Look at that. We got Arlo. Okay. Well, let's see if there's anything.
This should be easy enough.
Okay. So just the quartz. Oh, no, if there's actually anything like super useful about the quartz or not. Other than the sell them, which I wouldn't mind selling. How would we do this? We're gonna do this. Use your herbalism. We have one flask. There we go. So that used up the flask. We got a potion.
This should be easy enough.
There we go. Okay. Let's save. Then we have Arlo. And we'll keep going. Oh, get out of here. Hi, buddy. Yeah, can I pet you? So cute. Look at him flap around. Such a big killer doggy. I like this because then he runs off and possibly finds useful things. What happens if I ask him about cleaning up the mess? Just gonna be nasty. Okay.
What do you need? You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did. I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the blight and everything.
It's okay,
I'm
Alistair.
sorry. I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of. I suppose he did. It probably sounds stupid, but part of me wishes I was with him, in the battle. I feel like I abandoned him. Of course, I'd be dead then, wouldn't I? It's not like that would make him happier. I think he came from High Ever, or so he said. Maybe I'll go up there sometime. See about putting up something in his honor. I don't know. The Dalish don't practice cremation, do they? How do your people honor your dead? That sounds quite beautiful. Life springing from death. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
Sometimes that's great, and then other times you end up with a skeleton in a tree. Which can be cool as well. Just depending how the tree grew.
I'd like that. So would he, I think.
+6. Cool. Yes, we are definitely romancing Alistair. If you couldn't notice. Okay. Yes.
Wake up, gentlemen! More travelers to attend to. Led by an elf, of all things.
They don't look much like them others, you know. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers!
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers, and you're free to move on.
Good thing we boosted up our charisma. That's just what we're gonna call it from now on, our charisma.
What did I tell you? No wagons, and this one looks armed.
The toll applies to everyone, Henry.
We all looked
That's
armed.
why it's a toll, and not, say, a refugee tax.
Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee, you still gotta pay.
Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then. Those are the rules. Did she say she's a Grey Warden? Them ones killed the king.
Traitors to Ferelden, I hear. Tern Loghain put quite a bounty on any who are found.
But are them Grey Wardens good? I mean, really good? Good enough to kill a king?
You have a point. Well, let's forget about the toll. We'll just leave you to your darkspawn fighting, king-killing ways. You don't say.
They is really good, boss. Remember?
Well, yes. 20 silvers? That's all we've collected today. Then take it. Do enjoy your stay in Lothering and all that.
I mean, that works. Goodness, a lot of little updates there. Well, I think we're gonna end part 7 here. Thank you guys for joining and watching, and yeah, I hope you have a lovely evening. Thank you.